Okay, we're going to look at this problem. A rumor is started at a business. Initially, 3 people know of the rumor. 10 hours later, 30 people have heard the rumor. Assume exponential growth, and by the way, rumors do grow exponentially, unfortunately. So let's look at part A. Write the equation that models the growth of the rumor. You must find both K and P. Okay. So let's write our equation for exponential growth. So it looks very similar to the equation for compound interest, right? A equals PERT, P-E-D-R-T, except that now we're going to use the equation A equals P e to the kt, where k is the growth constant. And P is the initial amount. So it tells us that initially 3 people know the rumor. So we can assume that at time equals 0, P equals 3. Okay. Now we want A as a function of time. We already have P. We need K. Where are we going to get K from? It tells us that 10 hours later, 30 people have heard the rumor. Okay. So now we know that when T equals 10, A equals 30. Now we have to be careful. We're expressing hours, so T has to be in hours, because once we plug in A and we plug in T, the rate constant will be in hours. So 30 equals, we know P is 3, right? So 3 e to the, and T is 10, so 10k. So we're going to divide by 3 both sides. I get 10 equals e to the 10k. To solve this equation, I'm going to take the natural logarithm of both sides. So what's going to happen is that using the laws of logarithms, the 10k comes to the front. So we get ln of 10 equals 10k times the ln of e. Natural logarithm of e is 1, so we get that ln of 10 equals 10 times k. Divide both sides by 10, and we get that k is ln of 10 all over 10. So our final equation becomes A equals, now let's see, P was 3, right? 3 e to the kt. So it's going to be ln of 10 over 10 times t. So there is our exponential equation. And now you can proceed to do parts B and C. Once you get part A, that's the easy part. The problem has parts B and C. Part B is going to ask you to plug in for T and solve for A. And part C is going to ask you to plug in for A and solve for T, which involves solving a logarithmic equation. But I wanted to focus on how to write the equation, because that's the hardest part for students. Now, one more caution, ln of 10 over 10 does not reduce, okay? It's mathematical blasphemy to cancel out the 10s and then we have ln hanging there. So don't do that, okay? ln of 10 over 10 stays as it is, okay?